I think we could probably say this is one of the toughest things we've ever done physically and mentally. Right? Yeah?
Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go! Good morning from day 10 of the Everest Base Camp trek. For being completely honest, today we're all not feeling 100%, but we do get to Everest Base Camp today, so it is exciting. I think that's kind of what's going to keep us going while we're not feeling the best, but yeah, I think it's fair to say that we're ready to start descending, so very exciting day. And the owner of our tea house just came up and gave us candy. He knocked on our door and I answered and he goes, "For you three." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Just because." And I'm like, everywhere you go, people are just so kind. So Kyle's in the bathroom, Dan's downstairs, and so we're gonna start heading out. So we're all kind of assessing how we were feeling, and we all think it's the best decision to come back to Labuche tonight instead of staying in Gorak Shep, just because we aren't feeling the best and we don't feel that it will be beneficial for us to all sleep at a higher altitude tonight. So we are going to come back here, which means that we get to leave our bags here, which is actually really nice. We're going to take one bag that has a lot of stuff in it, and yeah, so we're going to get going.
Already getting kind of hot, so I'm taking my pants off, going in shorts and leggings again. I don't think I even needed to buy these pants or the coat that I had.
We are maybe about an hour outside of Gorak Shep. We are starting to hit a lot of people on the trail. Labuche to Gorak Shep to base camp is like a very main trail to take, so we're seeing a lot of other people, a lot of helicopters as well, so it's also a little harder to breathe up here, but we're gonna make it.
I also wanted to say the reason that we're not sleeping in Gorak Shep tonight is because last night I had a terrible night of sleep. My heart has just been like pounding out of my chest, so I'd rather not sleep at higher elevation, just kind of have an acclimation day and come back down to where we slept last night. And then we can descend for the next 3 days after.
Right, so yeah, we're gonna make it.
Yep.
Woo! Spirits are high. We stopped again. We've actually been making like pretty good progress, I would say, for how kind of out of breath we are and stuff, but we have a pretty big uphill climb coming right here, so I have a feeling we're gonna be pretty dead after that, but hopefully Gorak Shep is just over this hill and we can sit down, maybe drink some tea, get a little bit to eat, and continue on our way to base camp. Cam, how you feeling?
Feeling like I need the toilet. I really need the toilet. That's all I'm thinking about.
Dan's been taking acetazolamide prophylactically the past like 5 days, and he just can't stop peeing.
This is probably like the steepest part of the trek we've had. It's just really loose gravel. Everyone's boots keep on slipping out from under them, but we're really close to the top of it, so we're making progress. The change in terrain that we've had in the past couple days is crazy.
Yeah.
Like we've gone from coming from below the tree line to basically shrubs and grass, and now it's nothing but rock, like boulders, rock, into dirt. And we're surrounded by some, looks like a lot of snow now, some maybe glacier, I'm not sure, I'm not an expert, but just crazy how fast the terrain changes day by day. Somebody fart?
No. Oh, the wind's going up. tall buildings.
How does it feel to see Gorak Shep, Madie?
I'm so mad at Maps at me, it lied.
One pot of ginger lemon honey tea separates us from base camp. Something we've been hiking for 10 days now. 9 days. 9 days of hiking. 10 days including our first day of Jeep ride. But it's gonna feel nice to get there.
Yeah, it will.
Alright, go warm up with some tea.
Yep. Here in Gorak Shep, it's the last stop before Everest Base Camp, and they actually don't have a reliable water source here. So all the water is brought in by either helicopter, yak, or person. So absolutely nuts.
And it's super crazy because they are completely surrounded by glacier, but they can't get fresh water.
So we got chapati with jam, but when you order that, it sometimes comes with peanut butter. So we've been making just like peanut butter and jelly chapatis for the past like day now, and they're seriously so good. It gives us a little bit of protein. It's so good.
Alright, we'll see you when we're done eating. And we'll be on our way to base camp. Alright, lunch is over. And we are only like an hour and a half away from base camp now.
It looks like we got quite a steep incline up here, which is gonna suck, but I think we met up with our friend from Switzerland that we've seen along the trail a lot, and that is a perfect example of how altitude can affect other people. On our descent into Gorak Shep, we saw him and we yelled to him, and he ended up walking with us. He's descending, he's not making it to base camp because he feels really sick, and we ended up giving him some acetazolamide just so we can make it back down. But it is really crazy how, I don't know, how altitude can affect everyone different.
Yeah, and he's been up in the mountains for 6 weeks now, so crazy. It's no joke hiking up here. But we're almost to our goal, so one final push. Hiking about 5,000 meters is definitely tough. The air is really thin up here. There's a lot less oxygen, but I think we just finished our last uphill before we have a little descent into base camp. How you guys doing?
Fucked. Sorry. Guest.
Yes. Madie?
I'm okay. I do need like a break, but we're getting close, and I think that is like why I'm still able to go. Same with you, Pam?
Yeah.
We're currently at the highest elevation that we're going to be on this entire trek. My fingers are so swollen that I had to take my rings off because I thought the rings were gonna have to be cut off. Base camp looks like a pile of rocks, but I'm gonna be so happy to get to that pile of rocks when we get there. And then we're gonna head on back, so it's exciting. Right there, it's right on the glacier.
Let's take down here.
Alright, we are now making our final descent into Everest Base Camp.
Woohoo!
It feels so nice after working towards this for the past 10 days.
It does.
And knowing that we get to go back down after. It is pretty cool looking at the glacier that's right next to base camp though. Or the glacier that base camp is on, I should say. We'll be there in like 10 minutes. Alright, we are now stepping onto Everest Base Camp. This is proof that you can do it on a budget with no guide, no porter, and all clothing and trekking gear bought from Kathmandu. How does it feel, Madie?
It feels so good. It's been a long time.
I think we could probably say this is one of the most physically and mentally, or one of the toughest things we've ever done physically and mentally. Right? Yeah? We made it. Good job, Dan.
Yeah.
This was so hard.
I'll just cry.
Alright, time to get some cool photos. 'Cause, you know, that's why you gotta come here, right?
What's that on? Ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, we are leaving Everest Base Camp now. The views are absolutely beautiful. I don't know who says they're not because they're gorgeous. And we're gonna head back. This is gonna be the end of our Everest Base Camp series. We're not gonna bore you with walking back down, so.
Thanks for following along.
Yeah.
Next, you'll catch us in a much warmer country. Next, you'll catch us in a much warmer country. So, follow along and see where we're gonna go next.
Deuces.